Good morning. How are you? It's so good to see all of you. Before we proceed, allow me to just do something that I feel is important. As a country, we are still in a season of mourning following the passing of our gallant soldiers. Allow us just take 1 minute to honor our fallen soldiers. So if you could please rise on your feet so that we observe a moment of silence in honor of the fallen general and our gallant soldiers. Thank you very much. You may be seated. Daniel Gunther from the German Embassy, Ms. Hannah Selian from GIZ, Mr. Stefan Fox from the EU delegation, my colleague chairs Mr. Ezra Odhiambo from NUPEA, Ms. Masi Okiro, the chairman of NCA, my fellow directors who are here present, my colleagues, all our distinguished guests, good morning. Welcome to the second Kenya Power E-Mobility Conference. It's truly a pleasure to see all of you here this morning. Since last year, we've witnessed a remarkable surge in the interest from both local and international stakeholders. Everyone is eager to invest and develop Kenya's e-mobility sector. This growing enthusiasm holds immense promise for our nation, positioning us to become a front runner in research, innovation, and access to e-mobility solutions across the continent. With the right approach and commitment, Kenya has the potential to lead the way in offering high-quality, cost-effective e-mobility products and services. Ladies and gentlemen, at Kenya Power, we appreciate the significant opportunity presented by the burgeoning e-mobility sector. We are cognizant of the role it plays in bolstering our economy by reducing transportation costs, and for the Kenyan populace reducing transportation costs for the Kenyan populace, and mitigating the adverse effects of the climate change through reduction in greenhouse emissions. Recognizing the pivotal role that e-mobility plays in our nation's development, the Board of Directors of Kenya Power is committed to supporting its growth and fostering the development of a robust infrastructure to sustain its expansion. Indeed, I think we have, as a board, passed a resolution, and it was a commitment during last year's event, that within the next few years, we will be transitioning most of our fleet to be purely EVs or hybrid vehicles, because we believe in our product, Kenya ya Meta. We are doing this as part of our long-standing commitment to power and support our nation's aspirations through increased electricity generation, primarily sourced from renewable sources, and sustainable investments in transmission and distribution networks countrywide. We have achieved a lot of progress. 75% of Kenya has electricity. This growth, in essence, means that the country's grid is more capable of handling the expected pressures of the growing e-mobility sector. To further support the e-mobility agenda, we have moved forward with our resolutions from our first e-mobility conference. The Board of Directors keenly supports the implementation of these resolutions as carried out by the company's e-mobility steering committee, tasked with developing strategies to propel the success of these emerging industries. The initiatives include, one, the establishment of a comprehensive charging station network, which Bwana MD has just talked about. And I'm glad it has kicked off with the 2 EV stations that were launched yesterday in Ruaraka and in Stima Plaza. We intend to expand this to a network of 33 charging stations throughout the country by the end of June 2026. I know IMD tries to say that we are not going to compete in the industry, but with the kind of network that we have, with the possibility of having EV charging stations along the highways, everywhere you see a pole, a substation, you see something that is a KPLT installation, there is potential to have a charging port. We might just become the leader in e-charging across the country. And who knows, we might even start producing e-vehicles ourselves. Distinguished guests, we are continuing to push the transition to over 2,000 strong plus fleet to electric. Additionally, our IESR, the Institute of Energy Studies and Research, stands ready to serve as a premier training and research center for e-mobility. We are welcoming partnerships with investors and collaborators if you are interested in advancing this research and development in this field. We also commend the Government of Kenya for its efforts to promote e-mobility, including the establishment of the task force on the development of a national electric mobility policy, strategy, and regulations in 2023. As we embrace diversification of our interests, e-mobility emerges as one of the most promising and exhilarating opportunities to propel our business forward. We remain steadfast in our commitment to adapt to the evolving market dynamics, identifying potential opportunities, embracing innovation to ensure our transformation into a sustainable company. Last year, I said we were looking at e-mobility and the opportunity it avails as part of the strategies to future-proof Kenya Power. We realized that our cheese of selling power is moving. And eventually, we might not be able to make a lot of profit from just selling power. And so we have to expand our view on the services that we offer to Kenyans. And this is one of the ways that we think we can expand our business. So in conclusion, I want to extend my heartfelt gratitude to all our distinguished guests, our partners, our stakeholders, for their invaluable participation in this conference. Let us join hands and work collaboratively towards unlocking the full potential of our e-mobility, shaping a sustainable future for generations to come. Ladies and gentlemen, you're very welcome to our second e-mobility conference, and thank you so much for joining us this morning.